which we do it. Okay, now that said, I'm going to go ahead and pass it, as I mentioned earlier, to our president sales, Mr. Danny Bay. We had a few sessions out here in Korea for different business activities that we had. We had the Asia Pacific event. Currently, we have an executive summit where all of the executives from around the world in corporate get together with our chairman, and we're talking about 2026. We're talking about the rest of 2025. And really just coming together as a group for you to make sure that we create the most optimal environment for you to go out there and have the success that you want to have. And I had a chance to introduce Mr. Danny Bay a few times, and technically his home is in Las Vegas, Nevada, but I now say, Mr. Danny Bay from around the world, because he is currently the person right now heading up the expansion, leading the different markets, and being all around the world. And so today he happens to be on this call here, which we are very excited about, and it is a privilege. So that said, Mr. Danny Bay, thank you so much for all you do. The call is yours.
Thank you very much, Ms. Betty Perez, and welcome everyone to our November monthly rundown of 2025. Those of you that recently started with us in Riman Opportunity Riman Community, we want to welcome you officially to Riman. And the purpose of this call, just as you're seeing it right now, we're celebrating all the incredible leadership, from senior managers to team leaders to directors to senior directors, of their incredible accomplishment. That this is once a month, beginning of the month, we get together to celebrate the amazing accomplishments that everybody's making, but also to really recognize the timing and the opportunity that is in front of us, and make sure that all of us are up to date on all the exciting things that's happening in your opportunity in your community live once a month. So we want to encourage all of you, if this is your very first time being part of the Riman Monthly Rundown call, make sure that beginning of the month, you start off the month with Miss Betty Perez and the leadership of the different leaders that share their stories, and they share their ideas with you on this call to make sure that you are connected, you're engaged, and make sure that you don't miss out on anything that is happening in the Riman world. Maybe some of you recently got started with Riman in the month of October because maybe you fell in love with our products, and maybe you're just kind of checking out the community. We want to welcome you to this monthly rundown. We want to welcome you to Riman Community, and you could start part-time. You could start just being a customer. You could engage further and take bigger parts of Riman opportunities. So we welcome all of you. My name is Danny Bay. I'm president of sales with Riman, as Miss Betty Perez, our general manager of North America, explained. My home is in Las Vegas. I do live in America, but this year has been full of traveling and exciting events that's been taking place in Riman. And we just finished, just like you saw the highlight video, our third and our only director and above retreat with all the directors in United States and Canada and Mexico. We came out to Jeju Island. It was an absolutely incredible time, and we just finished the convention in Macau, which I'm going to show you a quick video of in just a few minutes of time. Now, I want to share with you the exciting promotion that has been announced just yesterday about the extension in the month of November. In the month of October, as many of the leaders throughout the year have been asking, hey, can we have a fast start opportunity? Can we have a program, a promotion that incentivize a brand new person that's getting started with us to achieve first couple milestones in the business where they could receive additional, of course, the compensation model itself is already good, but if they could receive additional benefit for being a brand new person, achieving first couple milestones that they want to achieve anyways, they believe that, it's a great way to start. It's a great way to have some deadline game plans within the plan. And that's why, we were able to actually share our amazing very first in the month of October, which was our first fast start promotion of its kind. Here, let me see here. Is my, here we go. Okay, so what has happened in October has been now extended in the month of November, where if you're a brand new person just getting started with us in the month of November, and if you achieve a personal volume of 1,000 SP by at the end of the month, you're going to receive, on top of the regular rebate and retail commission, on top of that, you're going to receive additional $100 product credit for your future product purchases. If you start in the month of November, let's just say you help somebody to get started yesterday, maybe you help somebody to get started today, and if that person becomes a manager by at the end of the month, they will receive, on top of their retail and rebate and different commission opportunity, they could earn additional $250 in product credit for their future product purchases. And if they have a start date in the month of November, and if they become a senior manager by at the end of the month, just for doing what they probably want to do anyways, they could receive additional $500 product credit on top of their retail rebate and different commission opportunities that they may have. This is an incredible way, for people to get started in Riman. I know that in Riman compensation plan, it doesn't have deadlines where you get started in November, and if you don't do it by at the end of November, where you don't get to continue the opportunity. Maybe at a job you don't do this by the end of the month, you're fired, or maybe the opportunity is taken away. Well, in Riman, the compensation plan doesn't really dictate the speed. Now, there are recommended speed, and of course, there's more benefit to achieve higher ranks and higher status and unlock more portions of the compensation, earlier, sooner rather than later, and there's more benefit. But it's okay if someone takes a year or 6 months or 3 months or 1 month or 1 week or 1 day or 2 hours. It is 100% up to the individual. But I believe that as we start our business, and many of you are helping many new partners to start in November. I believe the best way to start is to start properly. I believe that if they're going to do it anyways, if we're going to do something anyways, I believe there is a power in doing it first minute instead of last minute. I do believe that intentionally setting goals and intentionally achieving certain things in a short amount of time, there is a lot more benefit, and there's you accomplish a lot more, and the fulfillment and the feeling of achieving is much greater when you actually set certain schedules and game plans and deadlines to get it done. So I explain to leaders all the time that there is a plan, and the plan doesn't dictate timeline. However, you're working in the plan, but it's probably a good idea to have a game plan within the plan. And I believe that what this Fast Start promotion is doing is providing a perfect game plan within the plan. Now, they don't have to do it in November, but if they do it in November, there's a huge opportunity for them to earn additional 100 or 250 or $500 product credit. And I believe that it means even more than the 100 or 250 or 500 product credit, because it's not just the product credit they're getting for future purchases. It is the confidence they're going to have. It is the experience they're going to have. It's that them knowing that I did it first month, I did it first week, I did it first day, and by intentionally having a game plan within the plan to execute and achieve these things, it's going to teach them. It's going to give them what they need for them to be able to say to someone, hey, I did it and you could do it too. And I believe that being able to intentionally create a story like that by having a game plan within the plan, it makes you powerful. It makes our new partners that's just getting started with us have an advantage and have an incredible power as they start their incredible business with Riman Opportunity. So in the month of November, some of you may be thinking, hey, I signed up in September. I signed up in October. How about me? The best way to take advantage of our promotion, it is to focus on others instead of me. at the end of the day, you're going to benefit the most if you help other people to earn this promotion than anybody else. If you achieving it may earn you 100, 250, $500 product credit, but if you could help 10 people to start in your team in the month of November, if you could help 5 people to start in your team in the month of November, if you could help 30 people to start in your team in the month of November, and if they achieve these promotions, you're not going to just receive 100 or 250 or $500 product credit. You're probably going to earn thousands and thousands of dollars in cash commissions, but on top of that, probably put you in position to be closer to team leader or director, if not already achieved the rank of team leader or director. So I believe that this faster promotion is one of the most powerful and most exciting promotion that we have ever had in Riman opportunity. And I want to encourage all of you to focus on helping others. Just like Mr. Zig Ziglar said, if you help enough people to get what they want, you're going to have everything you want. And I believe this promotion is a perfect example of that. So let's absolutely take advantage of this promotion. Share this information with everybody that's joining in your organization in the month of November. Now, starter kits, we have an extension of the starter kits, except for the experience kit of the EX line. Now, the starter kit is, of course, the best way for someone to experience full portfolio of our products, where they could create their own stories by experiencing all products, but also be able to have some products in hand for Kate pop-ups and demonstration, as well as anytime someone they trust, someone they are close to that have came to Kate pop-up, want to purchase product right then and there when they're excited, so they could go home and use it right away instead of waiting for shipping. It's an incredible opportunity. It's an incredible way to start the business. And as you know, that starter kits are only available for first 30 days as you create your account and start your Riman business. And this is another benefit for brand new people that's getting started in Riman, to have access to the greatest value purchase opportunity in Riman by receiving free products because they're brand new and they're taking advantage of the starter kits. Second reminder is that starter kits are not unlimited purchase opportunity, because there are so much extra value and free gifts and products added to the starter kit. Every brand new distributor that starts their account within first 30 days, they could only access up to maximum of 4 starter kits of any kind. So make sure you think through to not waste 4 in smaller one when you actually wanted a bigger one, and make sure that you're thinking through and you're learning about the kits and you're taking full advantage of the starter kits. Of course, we have it available in the United States, and we also have it available in Canada as well. I want to talk to you a little bit about the upcoming retreat. As you saw the highlight video that Miss Betty Perez just shared with us, yes, we had an incredible time in Jeju Island. Well, the next upcoming Riman retreat is going to be in Costa Rica. Does anybody like travel? Anybody like to travel? I know many of us probably take vacations and travel with your family or with a couple of your friends. I could promise you right now, when you travel with hundreds of other people that are like-minded, have similar dreams and goals in Riman community, I know we see each other Zoom, I know we see each other at conventions, but for us to actually get together in our swimwears and maybe in comfortable clothes, having a great time by the poolside, by the ocean, having dinner and having coffee and having drinks and having great time together, getting to know each other better and hearing each other's stories and fellowship and meet each other's families, there is absolutely nothing like it. I've been on many vacations in my life, and having vacation with family is special, friends are special, but when you can vacation with hundreds of other likely-minded, incredible leaders, it is a different experience. And we want to invite you to qualify to be with us in Costa Rica, June of 2026. There are 4 ways to qualify. You could qualify as a tier 1, which means you qualify for a trip for one person. You get yourself there, everything on site is going to be included. Your stay, your food, drinks, entertainment, it's going to be awesome. Tier 2, for those of you that do little extra activities to qualify with 1,800 travel points. Tier two, you could get trip for one plus a $500 airfare reimbursement after you book your flight. Okay, the tier three, which is awesome because you could just get 2,800 travel points. You could qualify not just for you, the trip for two plus $500 airfare reimbursement, and of course, might as well, we got time. If you're gonna do it, might as well go all the way, which is get 3,500 travel points and get tier four, which means you plus one trip for two plus $1,000 airfare reimbursement is available for people that meet the requirement of tier four. So if you're gonna do it, might as well get it done earlier rather than later, and might as well get it done at the maximum level to get $1,000 airfare reimbursement, and you plus one person, your family, so whoever, someone you love that you want to bring. We want to encourage you to take advantage of the tier four and see us in Costa Rica. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, I do want to show you a quick video, just a couple minute video of what just took place in Macau. Now, past weekend in Macau, which Macau, if you have never been, Macau is Las Vegas of Asia. They pretty much copied Las Vegas, but made it bigger and made it newer. They have Venetian Hotel, Wynn Hotel, MGM Hotel, and they have all these incredible things. Now, where we have the convention is also owned by the same company, Venetian Sands, but it's called the Londoner Hotel, which was pretty special. Why? Because Riman just opened up United Kingdom, our first country in Europe, just 2 weeks ago on October 17th, and we were just in central London. And it was cool because we were right in front of the Big Ben in central London. And guess what? We went to Macau, we went to the London Hotel, and the London Hotel looked just like you were in central London. So it was pretty cool experience. And it was also amazing because it was the very first time Riman Asia had united convention with all the countries in Asia participating together. We had leaders from Taiwan and Hong Kong, Malaysia, Singapore, and brand new market we just launched October 1st, Philippines. And we also had some of the leaders from Korea visiting, and our future upcoming countries like Japan and other markets were also visiting at the convention as well. So let me show you the video real quick, and let's continue by sharing some of the announcements we made at the convention that is relevant and that is exciting news for all of us, even in North America. Now that was pretty cool, would you say? As you could see, that we had many, many leaders from North America also participating, and we had an absolute great time. We had, powerful trainings and sharing from National Director all the way from America, Mr. Steve Hyun, National Director, Mr. Chris Kim, and of course, Senior Director, Ms. Karen Kong, Senior Director, Ms. Brianna Michael, and also powerful sharing in the panel, Director Ming, as well as Director Christy Bellestein. It was absolutely incredible. And of course, we had Senior Director Miss Susan, Senior Director Robert, Mr. Kai, as well as Julian and Yvonne. I mean, we had so many leaders that were there. And of course, Corey to Maricel and so many leaders, Marianne, Maylene and Solomon. I mean, I could just go on and on about how many leaders participated at the event. Angela was there, Kate was there. It was exciting. So as we felt, what we felt there was absolutely special. And the reason I wanted to show you the video and share this with you is because to think that just 3 years ago this time, that Riman was just in one country in Korea. To think that we are part of the one of the fastest movement in the world with K-beauty. You heard Miss Betty Perez talk about the numbers of the growth of K-beauty, how North America is the #1 importing market in the world for K-beauty. People recognizing K-beauty more than anywhere else in the world. North America leading the K-beauty trend. Listen to what I'm saying. North America leading K-beauty trend even more than the countries in Asia and Korea. And they're following the trends that's being set in North America with K-beauty. And yes, you could go to Sephora and find other K-beauty. Yes, you could go to Ulta and go Amazon and find other K-beauty. But I could tell you, you can't there's only one direct sales opportunity. There's only one opportunity, not as a consumer, but as an opportunity, as an entrepreneur, as someone that wants to better their lives, not just better their skin. Yes, we want to better our skin, but to better our lives financially and be part of a community that's making an impact in the world with one of the biggest movements in the world, which is K-beauty. Riman is the only opportunity. Riman is the only company that's giving us that opportunity. And Riman is the only company that's creating the opportunity, not just in the city I live, and the state I live, and the country I live, but a company investing in infrastructure to really bring your opportunity and your extension of your business globally. And 3 years ago, Riman was in one country, and what you just saw right now is Riman Asia Convention outside of Korea, all the countries coming together. And to think that 2 years ago, Taiwan was just beginning. A year ago, Hong Kong was just beginning. Malaysia, Singapore, it's just been open for 5 months of time. Philippines only been open for 1 month of time. And this truly is just the beginning. We have some of the directors like Rodrigo and Alejandro. They were in Macau with us, and we were just talking about how just 5 months ago we launched Mexico, our first country in Latin America. And I see a year from now us having Latin America convention just like this one with multiple countries in Latin America coming together to celebrate just the way that we got to witness in Macau in Asia past weekend. What does all of that mean for you? Maybe you live in Houston. Maybe you live in Kansas. Maybe you live in Phoenix, Arizona right now. Maybe you have never left your hometown of Atlanta, Georgia. You're born and raised there. You've never been outside of Georgia. You have never lived anywhere else, and maybe you don't speak any other language or know any other culture. And I'm telling you, even if that's you, and even if you never thought about building a global business, just the fact that you're part of Reman right now at this special time, you could be sitting in LA, you could be sitting in Kansas, you could be sitting in Atlanta, Georgia, and you may have an opportunity to participate in what is happening in Reman World globally. Why? Because it's not about who you know. It's not about who you talk to. It could be someone that you talk to locally. It could be someone, your neighbor. It could be someone that you go to church with, maybe someone you hang out with and go golf with. But it's that person, that maybe that person's network, and they maybe are from Colombia. Maybe they know somebody in Italy. Maybe their brother-in-law just moved to Spain, and maybe their brother just moved to Japan. Maybe their sister-in-law is from Philippines, or whatever the case may be. You just never know how that connection is going to be made. Ms. Brianna Michael, Senior Director, shared on stage in Macau. She said, beginning of this year, she said, I was only building in North America. I was thinking global, I was building local, but this beginning of this year, I made a commitment. When I heard that we were expanding into Philippines, I would like to have a team there. She said, I will have a team there, and I made the decision. I didn't know a single person in Philippines. I didn't know anybody there. I'd never been there. I don't know the culture, and I didn't even know how it was going to work out, but I made a decision I was going to have a team there. She started talking about it as she was building locally. She started thinking about it as she was building locally. She was focused on building North America, but she thought about it. She talked about it, and because she was building local and thinking global, many people in her team, many of the connections within the team in North America started finding connections, starting finding contact. They made the introduction. And that's how her Philippine team started just a couple of months ago as we launched into Philippines. And now they have over 3,000 business partners in Philippines. And Brianna Michael, who's never been to Philippines until a couple of months ago, today is in Philippines with her leaders and her partners having an incredible special event in Manila, Philippines today. That's what could happen to you. And this is just the beginning. And that is the reason why the global expansion is so exciting and it is so powerful. And you may not know anybody in these markets, but start thinking about it, start talking about it. You never know where the connection is going to come from. Now, this is the slide that we all been seeing throughout the year in our presentation and orientation of the 2025 footprint of Riman Global Opportunity. With Riman Asia and North America and Latin America that started this year in 2025, we went into the Europe market about 3.5 weeks ago. October 17th, we started United Kingdom. We already made the announcement in Las Vegas. We're going to be in Italy and Spain and Ireland in first quarter. But we also made an announcement in Macau to open even more markets in different marketplaces. And because of it, France, actually, this is supposed to be Q2. I apologize. There's a mistake in the slide. It's that France is going to be the second quarter of 2026. We're going to be entering into the France market. And also Romania. This is also meant to be second quarter of 2026. We're going to be expanding into second quarter. We're going to be entering into Romania, and we're going to be adding 2 more markets in Europe, in the first half of 2026 for further expansion of Riman Europe. Now, Riman Latin America expansion is happening right now. As many of you know, 5-6 months ago, we started with Mexico. By the way, if you're watching this and you know people in Mexico, at the end of this month, of course, we're going to be celebrating our Thanksgiving and Black Friday. But 28th and 29th of this month, we're going to be having a 2 days special event in Mexico City. Myself will be there as well. And this is going to be the largest event we had since we started Riman Latin America and Riman Mexico. And I want to encourage you to invite as many people as possible for this event. I promise you it's going to be exciting. We already announced in Las Vegas that we're going to be launching Chile and Colombia and Peru in first quarter. But at Macau event that we made a couple more announcements that third and fourth quarter of 2026. Second half of 2026, they made a mistake on the slide, so don't worry about it. But Costa Rica is going to be also happening in the marketplace. I think yes. No, second quarter. Second quarter was Costa Rica. I apologize. Sorry. They made these slides last minute. I apologize. So second quarter of 2026 is when the Costa Rica expansion is going to happen. We also heard more announcements about the expansion at the Macau event. As you know, that we have Japan launching December 12th. Here are some fun facts about Japan. 2024 K-beauty import into Japan surged by 120.8% compared to 2023. It is the largest sector of importing skincare in Japan now, and it was a two three point it's a $3.6 billion market in 2022, and they are expected to be $8.3 billion market by 2030. It is growing. December 12th is when the pre-launch is going to begin. Online enrollment, product ordering, and things are going to begin. Middle of December, we're planning to do an event in Osaka and Tokyo. The tour schedule and the location and the date is to be announced in next couple weeks of time. So it's going to be awesome. Japan is going to be awesome. But here's also exciting. I know many of you watching this, you have been praying, you've been waiting, you've been anticipating for further expansions in Asia as well. Well, we made some great, exciting announcements over the weekend. Third and fourth quarter of 2026, we're going to be entering into Australia, and third and fourth quarter of 2026, we're also going to be entering into Thailand. So that's going to be launching more markets, in 2026, even more than the announcement that we heard in Las Vegas just a few weeks ago. Riman, once again, 3 years ago, we were just in Korea. And 2 years ago, we were just in United States and Canada. And now for us to be in 10 different marketplaces, and by end of next year, we're going to be in more than 20 marketplaces and possibly more. It truly is the perfect time to be part of Riman Opportunity. Someone asked me in Macau 2 days ago, they said, man, I see thousands of people here. I see that already 10 countries are open. Am I late to the opportunity? I looked straight into that person's eyes. I said, are you late? I could tell you right now, you're not late. You're actually super, super early. We haven't even started yet, and best truly is yet to come. Now, I could tell you, spending yesterday full day with our chairman, with our CEO, CSO, Mr. Huang, and all the regional general managers all over the world. They're here right now. As you saw, Miss Betty Perez is here. Mr. Rodolfo's here from Mexico. We got Mr. Kit Chang from Hong Kong here. We got Mr. Frank from Taiwan here. We got Mr. Brian from Malaysia, Singapore here. And we connected with our new general manager from Philippines that literally started just a couple of days ago on Zoom. And we got our corporate team from Japan that's preparing the Japan launch here. And all the HQ, top management, executives, and the directors of every department, from the product development team, the marketing team, the IT team, and the legal team, compliance team, finance team, HR, and expansion team. I mean, every part of HQ and Riman corporate world, they're all here right now in Incheon, Korea, having a 3 days of summit to review 2025, but more importantly, to make sure that we all are on the same page and have a clear game plan, strategy, clear execution time schedule, and clear game plan for 2026. For 2026 to truly be the greatest year yet in Riman world for every single one of us. And that is the reason why it is so important that you commit to make sure that you and every single one of your partners are going to be in Long Beach. Even just yesterday, from Chairman, what he shared about what he is working on, what the company is working on to bring to the marketplace, to tell us about in Long Beach, it was absolutely mind-blowing. I just could not contain it. I wish I could tell you everything I saw yesterday, which I cannot, but I could tell you that whatever you're expecting is going to be bigger. Whatever you think is going to be incredible if we could have it, it's going to be more and it's going to be better. And 2026 Long Beach is probably going to be the most exciting convention we had yet since Riman Opportunity started. There probably will be more announcements happening at this event that's going to enhance your opportunity to the next level than any other convention we have ever had since Riman Opportunity started globally outside of Korea 3 years ago. So I want to encourage all of you, before the event sells out, before event capacity is full, that you take full advantage of this incredible opportunity to make sure that you and your team are taking advantage of this convention and get as many people as possible to commit it to be part of our largest event yet, our most powerful event yet, and our most exciting event yet. with the most amount of product announcements than probably any other event we have ever experienced in history of Riman yet in Long Beach, California, in end of February of 2026. And we also have the very limited amount of time, limited amount of rooms available at Hyatt Regency right next to the convention center in Long Beach. Take advantage of that before the rooms sell out as well. Now, it's been an exciting call. It's been an exciting monthly rundown to connect with all of you. We are so grateful for every single one of you. Maybe you just started with us November. Maybe you just started with us in October. Maybe you're going on your 1 or 2 or 3 year with us, and you are pioneers starting this Riman community together. We appreciate your leadership. We appreciate your passion for Riman, and we appreciate you being an incredible, powerful ambassador to let the world know that we truly have the best K-beauty solution around the world. Let's make this month, November, the best month you had yet since you started your Riman opportunity. Yes, we do have Thanksgiving coming up. Yes, we do have Black Friday coming up. We got a lot of opportunities of people growing their business. Probably for many of you, November this month will be the biggest sales revenue rate yet, biggest money making month, biggest success month yet since you started your Riman opportunity. So let's have an incredible month together. Everybody travel safe if you're traveling. If not, we'll see you at upcoming Zoom events. God bless you. We'll see you guys next time. In case I don't talk to you before Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. God bless. Bye-bye.